I don't know if anyone is actually ever old. My dad always says he never grew up in his brain. I hopefully will be out in the West in some like house in the mountains with my husband of 25 years. That's perfect. But will the world be spinning? Who knows? My name's Emma Bullock. I'm 21. I would say my appearance matters to me. It's the first thing that people like see, whether or not that's a good thing or not. When I was little and I pictured an old person, I would think of gray hair, wrinkles. I'm picturing my grandma. I don't really want wrinkles, even though I know it's in my future. It's kind of ingrained in our culture that it is undesirable. Or maybe it's even just a fact that it's showing me that I am getting older. It's definitely not something I'm ready for, so.
I'm William Chopik. I'm an associate professor of psychology at Michigan State University. My lab studies how people and their close relationships change over time. Some of the reticence towards aging has to do with society's beauty standards and a preoccupation with feeling young. So everyone wants to be thought of as young.
No, your boy Carter, Simon, Kyle, and I have been friends for about 11 years, and we live at college together.
Old man us is like a scary idea. Bro, just imagine us like all like gray hair, chilling at a bar, getting some drinks, catching up. That's crazy. That'd be wild. Old man Carter would be crazy. Who's getting a walker first though? That's a real question. You can't. All right, bro. All right.
Oh, that's true. You threw back out.
So this avoidance of older adulthood is manifested in a lot of different ways. So most things about the beauty industry are aimed towards preserving this youthful look.
My name is Kendra Horvath. So my favorite age is actually 25. There are some things I've noticed about my skin or my body that hasn't been like that when I was in college. So your bodies are always changing. And I think some people, they're just so focused on it, about how their looks are. We wear a lot to hide our aging, and I think a lot of people are afraid of it. When I was a little bit younger, everyone wanted to be super, super thin. I started to see the Photoshop thing where they put so much work on the model.
Nah, I definitely think about like how I look, man. Like I'm so self-conscious about that. Say like after I take a shower or like when I'm getting ready in the morning, like just looking at myself in the mirror, I'm just kind of always like thinking about myself, just younger me. Dude, I mean, you guys have seen younger me, just like tiny Carter. Yeah, little stick boy. Yeah. It's like my face, dude. Just like seeing how much like my face is filled out, like, I don't know, I don't like it. No. It makes me like really self-conscious.
There's like something called pretty privilege, right? If you look the way society wants you to look, then you're afforded more opportunities when you're thinking about appearance and finding a significant other. In our society, there's Hinge and Tinder, and the only thing you look at is whether or not you like that person based on a split-second impression of their face.
So it's made manifest in all sorts of different ways, particularly for women, but there's this old phrase, never ask a man what he makes and never ask a woman how old she is. And that there's a sense in which women in particular are penalized for the aging process.
Like my dad completely let himself go. Like I remember when I was super young, he had no belly, he was very skinny, and then after a while he started to have a belly. But when my mom kind of stayed in her same body size, and she was constantly like counting calories, constantly concerned about aging. Once you kind of get to that certain age, I think that pressure kind of goes off for men, but I think it stays with women. Probably because of the media and society, where we're supposed to stay young forever.
My name is Cheryl Caesar, and I'm 64. my best friend from high school. You guys were talking about plastic surgery, and she's kind of into that. And it's okay if that's her choice. She can do that, but I don't think she needs it. And I feel like that might not be what she really wants, you know?
There's all sorts of things where people try to embrace a youthful look, one of which is plastic surgery. The vast majority of plastic surgery is geared towards making people look younger.
I'm definitely not going to do plastic surgery because I don't have enough money to afford that. Plus, it just doesn't look natural. So I think I'll just deal with aging instead of trying to fight it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Boyd. I am a plastic surgeon here in Michigan. I think I feel young, and I think what I do keeps me young. There's a whole holistic approach to anti-aging and beauty, and one of the things we like to talk about is sleep and water intake and rest. And obviously there are some surgical procedures that we do, so facelifts and eye lifts and body procedures, hair transplants, that's a big one as well. Now, the largest group that is getting injectables, and that's like fillers in their face or their lips, are younger people, so people under the age of 30. When they look in the mirror, probably the thing I hear most is that the image that they're seeing doesn't reflect how they feel inside. People want to look like they feel, so coming in to bring that back into balance and then changing that can be transformative on many different levels. And it's not just the aesthetic part, but it's more the internal change that you see.
I don't really have a problem with plastic surgery. My really good friend, she got a nose job for like her 16th birthday. Honestly, if it makes you feel good about yourself, go for it. I've noticed like my pores are bigger and like I have a few wrinkles on my forehead and I'm like, oh my God, I'm 21. Like, what am I gonna look like in like 30 years? Like, I'm getting Botox at some point in my life and I'm totally okay with that.
It's very easy to Google bad plastic surgery, and sometimes I do it myself, and you see all of these grotesque things. That's not the norm, and that's not what most patients seek. There are many different myths around plastic surgeons and surgery as it relates to aging. There's myths that it can fix everything. Well, if I have plastic surgery, then I no longer will age, and I've arrested that process, and I'm gonna stay 21 forever. Sometimes we wish that were true, but it's not. A lot of negativity in terms of social media, and that can influence body image and face image.
Social media and societal pressure and beauty standards have a direct correlation. And so you're still like getting fed these images of these beautiful people all the time, and you're like, wow, your confidence goes down, like you think you have to look a certain way. So there's definitely a correlation there.
Inevitably, we all sort of deal with the fact that our bodies physically change. It's just that some people think that the route to fix that would maybe be undergoing plastic surgery.
You're kind of fighting I want to say a losing battle.
I want people to be able to look at me. I want to be pleasant looking, but I don't have to be young looking, right? Just the calendar years or my appearance is not a big deal. One of the things that's so nice about getting older is not having to worry so much about what you look like, you know, going out without makeup. I think it's kind of cool to be able to let go of that.
Like the smile lines, you've smiled a lot in your life. To have those, so you earn those. There's a lot of people that have like the little squishes here. You kind of got angry a lot. So it kind of shows what your face was, what you were as a person, where those wrinkles are.
I don't mind having wrinkles at all.
I don't either.
I don't either.
We're entitled.
Yes.
Yes.
You're right, Mary. We are entitled.
I had to work. It's sort of like my gray hair. I've earned every gray hair that's on my head.
Right.
Yep.